in the rhythm.
But the shadows are so
heavy. I'm back in the rhythm, the system, the wisdom of a pism, escaping the schism with the lyrical magnetism. No time for the faking, the breaking, the taking, or the aching. I'm awaking, the making, while the whole foundation's shaking. The DNA is solid, the knowledge is polished in the college of the street where we acknowledge every promise we demolish. I'm the ghost in the wire, the fire, the buyer and the prior, taking the empire higher than the steeple of the choir.
It's a predatory territory, inventory, story, mandatory glory in the purgatory quarry. I'm navigating, calculating, activating, fascinating, captivating the rating while the hatred's escalating. We penetrate, generate, venerate, accelerate, liberate, enumerate, and never ever hesitate.
I'm the visualist, spiritualist, lyrical miracleist, the originalist, clinicalist, unconditional lyricalist.
We're living in a gilded cage, writing truth on a bloody page.
Brooklyn DNA, the kings of the era. Looking in the glass at the holy mirror. Check the blueprint, the fingerprint, the tin on the window. Moving through the city like the cold northern wind blow. I saw the boss at the opera whispering to the copper. A high stakes drama, a legendary showstopper. The envelopes are heavy, the levee is about to break. How much of this reality can one man really take? We keep the super solid, the violent or the vibrant, in the kingdom of the giants where the atmosphere is tyrant.
It's the anatomy, academy, gravity of calamity, the vanity, insanity, and profanity of humanity. I'm the architect, dark effects start to reckon, the intellect interconnect and respect the deck.
Wait, I told you what?
The testament is final,
pressed in the blood,
in the grooves of the vinyl. 4 tracks deep, the ledger is filling up.
With DNA.
This isn't a game. It's a protocol, apex level Brooklyn DNA. Witness the takeover.
I'm hitting the pavement, brave me, never enslavement. The arrangement of engagement is the streets pavement. I'm surgical, vertical, not reciprocal. The lyrical article, pure typical miracle. I don't pause, I don't stop, I just climb to the top with a rhyme and a drop, making the crime seed pop. The geometry is honesty, the policy of conquering the sovereignty of prophecy is honoring the monitoring. I'm the type to ignite the light and fight the might with all my spite. In the middle of the night, I'm keeping the vision in my sight. It's a calculation, calibration, mental liberation, central station, devastation of the whole nation. I'm mapping the blueprint, tracking the footprint, lacking the new hint, stacking the blue tint, cracking the true mint. I'm the general mineral, subliminal criminal, the pinnacle is clinical, the original mineral.
This is the apex protocol, the top of the chain.
Brooklyn DNA pumping through the heavy rain.
No surrender, no retreat, we own the ground.
The undisputed kings of the underground sound.
Underground sound.
Check the
Underground sound.
Check the perimeter, the diameter, the heat in the canister, moving like a sinister, dark minister, street banister. I saw the snitch in the alleyway looking for an exit plan. In the city of the giants, he's just a desperate man. The codes are unbroken, the words are unspoken. The city is a furnace and the spirits are smoking. We keep the lead in the pocket and the gold in the vault. As the empire crumbles, it's never our fault.
I'm dominating, orchestrating, demonstrating, innovating, complicating, calculating, never ever hesitating. It's the dominance, prominence, ominence of competence, the tolerance, honor, ants, and consequence of confidence. I'm shaking the system, breaking the rhythm, taking the wisdom in the middle of the prism, escaping the criticism.
I'm the magistrate, master state, calculate the faster rate, captivate, activate, and never ever pass the date. I'm the architect, dark effects, start to wreck, in the intellect, interconnect, and respect the deck. I'm a visionary, missionary, legendary, adversary, making every stationary, military, temporary. Brooklyn DNA, a ledger was closed, the testament is beckoning in the blood of the pros.
This isn't a game. It's a protocol, apex level. We're just warming up. The concrete testament.
Black market conviction. conveyance, back pocket abeyance, lock profit surveillance, track rocket purveyance, the outlaw resilience, southpaw brilliance, a raw floor familiar to the lockjaw pavilion. I'm mapping the distance, tracking resistance, lacking assistance, stacking persistence, no listing the glory, just twisting the story, resisting the purgatory in the territory quarry.
The ledger is gilded, the ink is a lie. We're building an empire under the sky, but the weight of the gold is the weight of the soul. In the heart of the concrete, we're losing control.
Losing control.
Losing control.
I saw her standing by the river, holding the silver key. She said the price of the testament is more than you can see. I told her money is a ghost, but the power is a flame. I'm just a man in the shadows, protecting the DNA name. She looked at my hands, saw the grease and the lead, a narrative with the living and the ghosts of the dead. The DNA is heavy, it's the iron and the rust, building up a legacy in the city made of dust. I move with the heavy hand, ruling the barren land.
The sand is slipping through your fingers.
I stand on the edge with a demand and a brand.
The fire is all that lingers.
It's the gravity, anatomy, calamity of the hustle,
the vanity
and the must. I'm sharpening the edge, erasing the pledge, the testament of Brooklyn on the precipice ledge. One voice, one vision, one story left to tell. Rising from the pavement and escaping from the hell. The ledger is waiting, the seal is set. 13 tracks down and we ain't finished yet. Outlaw for life. Outlaw for life.
Price of the soul,
Written in gold.
price of the soul.
Written in gold.
The city has 1,000 eyes, and none of them are friendly. Give me the ledger.
It's a complicated, situated, highly rated drama. Navigated through the hatred in the street panorama. I'm observing the preserving, the deserving, the strong. In the version of the subversion of the danger zone. Check the sophistication, calibration, liberation of the mind. The manifestation, dedication, elevation of the kind. I'm the architect, dark effects start to wreck the scene. The intellect, interconnect, and keep the ledger clean.
Meta connect at the diner, 3 a.m. corner booth. Sipping black coffee, digging for the cinematic truth. He had the blueprints, footprints, shook hints of a heist. The new blend, true mint version of the highest price. I saw the silhouette cigarette, never fret danger. Living yet, giving threat to every passing stranger. The geometry is honesty, the policy of power in the belly of the beast at the final midnight hour.
I'm the type to calculate the weight and never wait for the fate. I just liquidate the hate and then I renovate the state. It's the dominance, prominence, home, and it's a skill. The tolerance, art, and consequence of will. I'm mapping the trap and the cap and the rap and the flow. Snapping the track in the back and the city glow. The DNA is limitless, witness the business of the bowl. A scripture of the richest stuff that's never being sold.
Listen, I told him the commission doesn't play for keeps, while the neighborhood is dreaming and the city spirit sleeps.
He handed me an envelope stained with the Brooklyn rain, a map to the empire, a legacy of pleasure and pain.
Keep it quiet.
He rushed, but keep it tucked in the coat. In the borough full of sharks, you gotta learn how to float. I nodded slowly, felt the weight of the silver in the palm. In the eye of the hurricane, the center of the calm.
I'm the magistrate, masters they calculate the faster rate. Captivate, activate, and never ever pass the gate. In the labyrinth, synapse strength, distance lengths, triumph strength. In a monolith, ancient myth, and sovereign gift got length. I'm shaking the breaking the taking the authority, making the faking the staking the priority. The anatomy, academy, gravity of the struggle, the vanity, insanity, and profanity of the lust. So
I'm a visionary, missionary, legendary adversary, making every stationary, military temporary.
I'm the pioneerist, premierist, the fearless interference, the lyricist, serious, mysterious engineerist. Brooklyn DNA, the ledger was heavy, the truth is out. The concrete testament, what this whole thing is about. One more page in the book, one more body in the street. The cycle of the DNA, bitter, raw, and sweet.
You may never tell the whole story.
You gotta hear from the source.
tune in.
The The signal is broken, the riddle is spoken in code. Living the logic while sitting on top of the road, I'm watching the flicker. The tension is thicker than smoke, lifting the heaviness before the whole system just broke. See, the news is the rules, you got nothing to lose but the chains. Running the circuit and pumping the truth in your veins. I don't need a platform, I just need a mic and a spark to light up the city and shatter the code in the dark.
I saw the van.
Park. I saw the van, parked by the fire, hydrant on the edge. The driver was leaning on the steering wheel like a ledge. He had a stack of pictures in the bag full of the past, trying to run a marathon but moving way too fast. It's the static in the signal, the glitch in the grid, revealing the secrets that the neighborhood always hid. No titles, no medals, just the sweat on the brow. We ain't waiting for tomorrow, we are taking it now. The concrete is rough, the struggle is tough in the slums. We hustle for crumbs until the triumph finally comes. I'm stuck in the mud, but the blood is as pure as the gold, refusing to mutter the lies that were previously sold. Check the rhythm, the vision, the precision of the soul, taking the fragments and making the entirety whole. It's a testament, a document, a monument in gray, standing defiant against the decay of the day.
Every bar is a bolt, every verse is a jolt to the frame. Right in the Brooklyn DNA, in the center of the flame. 11 tracks deep and the city won't sleep for a while, recording the truth with a cynical Brooklyn style. The ledger is heavy, the ink is still wet on the sheet. The sound of the signal is echoing down every street. Static in the signal.
Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up.
Signal lost, searching for the next frequency.
Lock the door. Light it up! It's the matter over mind, and the grind is refined as I'm climbing through the blinds, never looking at the signs of the times as I'm dropping all the dimes and the crimes and the rhymes in the middle of the chimes. Actor, keep that voice steady. It's intrinsic, lyrical, purely metaphysic. A clinical visit to a rhythm that's exquisite. I'm mixing the toxic, locking the logic in the box, shocking the system like a current through the rocks. Check the texture, the lecture, the urban conjecture, maintaining the stature in the middle of the fracture. No listing the titles, no seeking the blame, just carving the scripture and protecting the name.
Climb the back stairs to a room filled with lore, behind the hidden and the heavily bolted door. I saw the relics, the ethics, the street phonetics, mapping the movement in the underground poetics. It's the depth of the breath in the shadow of doubt. What the DNA is really all about. We refine the design and we align with the star, knowing exactly who and where we are. I'm the catalyst, the analyst, the one who holds the flame. While you're playing for the money, I'm playing for the name. I distill the reality, I filter out the fake, measuring the ripples in the middle of the lake. I'm the marble in the mud, I'm the silk over the stone, a silent sovereign sitting on a laboratory throne. Brooklyn DNA, it's a science, a craft. I'm the one who writes the future on the final draft.
It's intrinsic, lyrical, purely metaphysic. A clinical visit to a rhythm that's exquisite. I'm mixing the toxic, locking the logic in the box, shocking the system like a current through the rocks. Check the texture, the lecture, the urban conjecture, maintaining the stature in the middle of the fracture. Don't listen to titles, don't seeking the blame, just carving the scripture and protecting the name.
Check the caliber, the edge of the mind, leaving all the static and the garbage fall behind. 13 tracks deep, the attic is on fire, taking the testament just a little bit higher. The ledger is a diamond, the soul is the source, an unstoppable magnetic lyrical force. Brooklyn DNA, the formula is set.
The math is perfect, two left to settle the account.
Arithmetic, the cynical mimetic, the clinical aesthetic, the lyrical synthetic. I'm mapping the movement, tracking the improvement, lacking the reproofment, stacking the aloofment. Poetry of grinding, polished in the bending, astonished at the finding, admonished by the winding. The DNA is clockwork, the logic in the dock work, avoiding all the mock work while I'm walking through the block work. Check the gear. Every word. Check the gear, the fear, the atmosphere is clear. I steer through the year with a cavalier sneer. The mechanics of the panic, the satanic and organic, handling the gigantic with a vision that is frantic. I saw the second hand striking on the edge of the land. I calculated like it for the lay of the hand. We move with the talk. The prongs in the fork, in the belly of the beast in the center of New York. Met in no head in a shop on the cow, fixing the watch with a scar on his wrist and a deep heavy notch. He said Brooklyn's a timepiece, the cogs are the blocks, and the people are the springs hiding inside the box. If you wide it too tight, the mainspring will snap and the whole damn city falls into the trap. I looked at the gears, saw the DNA spin, a mechanical struggle that we're all living in. I'm the type to rearrange the exchange of the strange and the range on the stage, never acting my age and dictate. It's a calculation, calibration, mental liberation, central station of the whole nation. Clockwork precision, 100% outlaw. Clutch your clock, rock, percent outlaw. It's the dominance, prominence, dominance of competence, the tolerance, honorance, and consequence of confidence. I'm sharpening the cogs, navigating through the fogs, the testament of Brooklyn in the middle of the dogs. Track 12, the Clockwork Syndicate. The ledger was ticking, the DNA is definitive. One man, one rhythm, one borough. Time's up. Every word. Time's up. Yeah. Write it all down. Every block, every debt, every drop of sweat. This is the Stenography and Stoop, Brooklyn DNA. Pay attention. Write it all down. If you complicated geometry, calculated apology, maintaining the monopoly with technical psychology. I'm observing the economy, preserving the autonomy, a version of the astronomy in the streets. Physiognomy, the manifestation, dedication, elevation of the soul, the calibration, liberation, taking total control. I'm the architect, dark effects, start direct the scene. The intellect interconnect and keep the vision clean. See the gravity, depravity in the cavity of the block. The strategy, anatomy is managing the clock. We elevate, accelerate, never wait for the fame. Educate, mediate, recreate the name. It's the dominance, prominence, ominence of the hustle. The tolerance, honorance, and consequence of the muscle. I'm mapping the trap and the cap and the reality. Snapping the track in the back in the mentality. Standing by the ATM, the neon sign is humming. Everybody's waiting for the shipment that is coming. Old heads playing checkers on the cardboard box. Watching for the rollers and the keys and the locks. I saw the stenographer, a kid with a notebook, mapping every quarter and every single no look. He's the DNA and training the dose in the gears, recording the laughter and the history of tears.
I'm the type to ignite the light and fight the might with all my spite. In the middle of the night, I'm keeping the vision in my sight. It's a calculation, calibration, mental liberation, central station, devastation of the whole nation. I'm mapping the blueprint, tracking the footprint, lacking the new hints, that in the blue tick, cracking the true mint.
Yeah, that's how we record it, no edits. Check the caliber, the manager, the street scavenger. I'm the challenger that'll damage your whole calendar. Moving steadily, readily, heavily, and deadly, legendarily, temporarily, extraordinarily. The anatomy, academy, gravity of the heist, the vanity of sanity, and the highest of price. I'm the visual, it's spiritual, it's lyrical, miracle. It's the original, it's clinical, it's unconditional, lyricalist. Write it all down. I'm the magistrate, master state, calculate the faster rate, captivate, activate, and never ever pass the gate. I'm the pioneerist, premierist, the fearless interference, the lyricist, the serious, mysterious engineerist. Brooklyn DNA, track 9, the Stoop stenography. The testament continues, the urban biography. One pen, one borough, one vision in the lens. This is where the struggle starts and the legacy begins. Write that down, page 109, the ledger. The city never sleeps. It just waits, watching the shadows move on the brink. I'm standing where the concrete meets the soul, watching the broken heat take its toll. The city's heartbeat is a rhythm in the street where the bitter and the sweet eventually meet. See the lady in 4B, she checking the locks, while the ghosts of the past are still haunting the blocks. The DNA is etched in the graffiti on the wall, the silent testimony to the rise and the fall.
Met a veteran on Myrtle, eyes cloudy and gray. He said, young blood, the game hasn't changed, just to play. I asked him about the glory, he just pointed at the ground. The only thing that's permanent is the silence of the sound. And the cruiser rolled by, slow and cold like the ice. The officer staring, looking for advice. No words exchanged, just a heavy-handed glance. In the shadows of the borough, nobody gets a chance.
It's the shadows we follow, dreams that we chase, in the heart of the hollow, in this crowded place.
Yeah, it's the shadows he follows. Yeah. It's the shadows we follow. It's the shadows we follow. Yeah. Yeah, Brooklyn DNA. It's a mystery, history, blistering misery. Consistently listening to visionary wizardry. I'm mapping the trapping, the capping, the rapping, the snapping, the apathy. Tracking the strategy. We elevate, celebrate, nap await, demonstrate, meditate, agitate, and recreate the state. I'm an architect, dart the facts, start to wreck. In the intellect, interconnect, and respect the deck. So we move through the dark with the light in our eyes. Between the truth of the hustle and the comfort of the lies. This is track 3 of the testament. The ledger is open for every heart that was hardened and every promise was broken. Keep your head up. Keep your focus on the prize. Cause the sun is gonna hit the skyline eventually.
3 down, 12 to go, keep the camera rolling.
The sit down's over. Now the math starts.
Midnight. Yeah. Midnight. Yeah. Midnight. Yeah. DNA is heavy, it's a burden in the midnight in the lobby, move silent on the carpet. Target in the crosshairs, follow when we spark it. The boss wants the ledger, the paper and the profit. If the safe is locked tight, then we taper and the papa. See the sweat on the guard. He's a newbie with a badge. Trying to play the hero, leave him bloody in the trash. We ain't here for the fame, we here for liquefied assets. Masterminds moving through the darkest of facets.
Precision timing, we climbing through the ventilation. Mental liberation, the center of the devastation. The laser beams dancing, we glancing at the diamond dust. And the guy we trust, but the iron is a binding must. Grab the satchel, hit the hatch, light the match, watch it burn. Every bridge we ever crossed is another lesson learned. Sirens in the distance, the persistence of the precincts, making sure the evidence is buried and extinct.
Tires screeching on the asphalt, fast forward in the plan. Last boat in the engine, doing all that we can. Under the bridges of Brooklyn, the witches are tucked. It's the hitches get crooked and we're viciously stuck. Blue lights in the mirror, making the picture get clearer. The nearer the danger, the dearer the mirror. Switch the plates in the alleyway, the valleys of the shadow, navigating through the city like a phantom in the battle.
Back at the Say's house, Tony's looking at me sideways, thinking about the cut and the split on the highways. I saw the glint of the chrome tucked under his waistband. A 30-year friendship ending in the wasteland.
It's just business, he muttered, voice cold as the morgue. I pulled the trigger faster, left him slumped on the floorboard.
Red leaking on the ledger, the blood on the money. The life of a mafioso, nothing.
Now I'm the only one left, sitting on the throne, a king in the castle, but I'm living all alone. The DNA is heavy, it's a burden and a blessing. Spent my whole life fighting, now I'm only just progressing. Brooklyn's the mother, but the streets are the grave. I'm a master of the game, no longer the slave. Keep the ledger locked tight, let the legends remain. In the borough of the kings, where we bury the pain, the pain, the pain.
12 tracks to go. The story's just getting dark. The DNA. 12 tracks to go. The story's just getting dark. The DNA.
Measure the distance between the truth and the grave. The math never lies.
The blueprint is bloodstained. The flood drainers will rain, maintaining the cold chain, sustaining the soul's pain. It's a letter of station, calibration, liberation, central station, devastation of a stagnant nation. I'm mapping the trapping, the capping, the authority, snapping the tracking, the sticking the priority. The anatomy of strategy is a tragedy of vanity, gravity, the depravity is shaking the humanity. We man crew in the alleyway, shadows in the parker. The atmosphere is heavy and the city's getting darker. We move with the precision of a vision in the collision. The decision is division, avoiding the supervision. Saw the target in the penthouse, sipping on the gin, thinking he was holy while he's drowning in the sin. I don't need a witness, I just need a silent exit. The geometry of power, now I'm the one to flex.
It's a mystery, history, blistering misery. Consistently listening, the visionary wizardry. I'm organizing, modernizing, synchronizing, finalizing, recognizing, visualizing, never ever compromising. We elevate, celebrate, never wait, demonstrate, mediate, educate, and recreate the state. I'm the architect, dark effect, start to wreck in the intellect, interconnect, and respect the deck.
It's the gallows geometry, the lines in the street, where the kings and the killers eventually meet. Brooklyn DNA.
Yeah, measure the weight.
One wrong move and you seal your fate.
Check it. contractor. John, check the caliper. The manager, the street scavenger. I'm the challenger that'll damage your whole calendar. Moving steadily, readily, heavily, and deadly, legendarily, temporarily, extraordinarily. I saw the feds in the Crown Vic, cameras on the dash, trying to catch a Titan while he's counting up the cash. But the DNA is digital, the movement is invisible, leaving every critic in a state that is critical.
Back at the safe house, the radiators humming. We all knew the reckoning was eventually coming. The silver ledger's open, the names are written in red. A balance sheet of loyalty and the voices of the dead. I pulled the heavy curtain back, saw the Brooklyn Bridge, a monument divine on the edge of the ridge. We are the coast of the borough, the post of the brick. The reality is heavy and the tension is thick.
I'm the magistrate, master state, calculate the faster rate. Activate and never ever bastargate.
I'm the pioneers, premierist, the fearless interference.
The lyrics are serious, mysterious engineers.
It's the dominance, the dominance of competence, the tolerance,
honor and consequence of confidence.
Brooklyn DNA.
Track ain't the gallows geometry.
Testing incomplete math of the street.
Measure the distance between the truth and the grave. The mass never lies.
Liquidating the waiting, anticipating the freight, calculated and stated, negotiated the weight. The proprietor was quieter, organizing the rioter. A higher tier flyer gear, street level supplier here. I'm the architect, dark effects, start to wreck the blueprint. Intellect interconnect and track down every footprint. Check the geometry, honesty, policy of the game. A monumental mental state, never forgetting the name. I saw the shipment moving slow across the harbor line. 100 cases of the truth, all of them strictly mine. I'm the type to ignite the light and fight the mic with all my spite. In the middle of the night, I'm keeping the vision in my sight. It's a calculation, calibration, mental liberation, central station, devastation of the whole nation.
Slow back down.
Back to the rudderless system, the wisdom of the harbor. A sharp-tongued lyricist, the neighborhood's barber.
Still back down.
Silver briefcase, cold metal against the palm. In the eye of the storm, I'm maintaining the calm. The Italian connection is waiting at Pier 17. A high-stakes chess match, if you know what I mean. I don't deal with the middleman, I go to the source. Maintaining the power and the magnetic force. The DNA is heavy, like the lead in the keel. A narrative of power made of Brooklyn steel.
It's the sophistication, dedication, elevation of thought. The manifestation, calibration of everything that was bought. I'm mapping the trap and the cap and the rap and the vault. Snapping the track in the back and it wasn't my fault. We elevate, celebrate, never wait. Demonstrate the drive, meditate, educate, and keep a legacy alive. I'm surviving the stride, staying alive in the five, taking the dive, making the drive to arrive in the hive. Shit, now I navigate, activate, captivate, and dominate, innovate, liberate, and renegotiate the state. The anatomy, academy, gravity of the heist, the vanity, insanity, and the highest of price. I'm the visual, and spiritual, is lyrical, miracle, is the original, is clinical, is something additional, lyrical.
I'm the magistrate, master state, calculate the faster rate, captivate, activate, and never ever pass the gate. I'm the pioneerist, premierist, the fearless interference, the lyricist, serious, mysterious engineerist.
Brooklyn DNA, no intro needed, the message is clear, the concrete testament, the only voice you hear. One man, one microphone, and the borough on his back, the waterfront is quiet, and the ledger stays black.
Consignment complete. No witnesses. Track 7. Done.
In this city, you either have the lead or you have the word. I prefer the word. It lasts longer.
Check the seat in the mid and it's strictly for the heavy. Borsellino tilted, I'm feeling more than ready. Sipping on the espresso, the pressure is a blessing. Calculating moves while the neighborhood is guessing. I don't need the bark, I just bust it in the dark. Leave a permanent mark, like a predator or a shark. Moving through the borough, my legacy is thorough. Planting seeds of power in every single furrow.
He thought he was a king, but he was just a pawn. Now his reputation and his whole crew is gone. Trying to play the heavy, but he didn't have the weight. Met him at the pier just to settle up the fate. He begged for a second, but I didn't have the time. I'm the architect of the struggle and the rhyme. I'm the silent partner, the one who signs the checks. While you're chasing shadows, I'm stepping on your necks. From the heights of the penthouse to the subway floor, I'm the lock, the key, and the slamming of the door. Brooklyn DNA, it's the royalty of brand. I'm the iron fist inside the velvet hand. Keep your eyes on the cries and your mouth shut tight. In the city of the kings, we own the whole damn night.
I'm the operator, navigator, calculator, terminator, narrator of the street, the originator, innovator. The geometry is poetry, the prophecy is honesty, the policy is sovereignty is conquering the modesty. I'm a visionary, missionary, dictionary, legendary, making every adversary stationary in the cemetery.
Wait,
I mean making them stationary in the territory.
Fake out at the end is a classic 90s technical move.
Look at the skyline, the lights are looking cold. A million different stories that have never been told. I've seen the best minds broken by the greed and the lust, building up empires that eventually turn to dust. But the DNA is solid, it's the iron in the soul. Taking back the city and we taking back control. One track down, 14 left to burn. And the concrete testament is following your turn.
The meeting is adjourned. See you at the docks.
Yeah. So I kept the concept. Yeah, so I kept the concept, this step through the precept. Accept the neglect while the sickness are well kept. It's a strict edict, but conflict to predict. I'll flip the convict to restrict what I depict. I'm shifting the friction, lifting the diction, gifting the non-fiction, sifting the addiction. The circumstances governed by the standard of the force, remanding the commander to the cannon level source. Saw the sun rising over the scrap yard or Cherry Street, watching the wind turn the hustle into bittersweet. The ledger isn't paper, it's the lines on my father's face, a record of the struggle and the speed of the city's pace. I don't need to list my names, the concrete knows my stride. The DNA is etched in the places where legends hide. From the rooftops to the basement, the story is the same, just a different set of players in a cold-blooded game.
I'm the last witness standing on the corner of the truth, documenting the decay and the fire of the urban youth. I don't hum melodies, I scream the reality of the code, the final testimony that was destined to be told.
Brooklyn DNA, it's the iron and the heavy ink, the missing link that forces the whole world to stop and think. The seal is set, the story is finally complete. The sound of the borough echoing down every single street.
It's the closing of the chapter and the master of the rafter, never looking at the past of the disaster that was after us. I'm building up the factor and the logic of the reactor with the impact of the tractor in the middle of the sector.
Yeah, no more words needed. Yeah. Check the texture, the gesture, pressure of the vesture. A permanent testament, the ultimate investiture. 15 tracks, 15 scars, one single soul. Taking the fragments and making the entirety whole. The ledger is closed, the tape is at the end of the reel. Brooklyn DNA, this is how the concrete feels. Concrete confinement, deep seat alignment. Concrete confinement, street see alignment, the light heat, refinement, street, assignment, the outlaw ambition, southpaw position, of all fall addition to the lockjaw condition. I'm breaking the pattern, shaking the satin, taking the sliding to the light of the Latin. No listing the titles, just twisting the vitals, resisting the idols in the street level cycles. I saw the gavel fall in the courtroom of the gutter, where the only truth you hear is the words the triggers mutter. I don't need a lawyer, I just need a steady hand, navigating through the shadows of this godforsaken land. The DNA is ironclad, it's the lead in the chrome, building up a fortress in the place I call my home. We move like the Titans, heavy-footed in the dark, leaving every witness with a permanent grade mark. I'm the type to ignite the light and fight the might with all my spite. In the middle of the night, I'm keeping the vision in my sight. It's a calculation, calibration, mental liberation, central station, devastation of the whole nation. Yeah, motivation through the brick. I'm the core of a war with a roar on the floor, closing the door on the weak and the poor. I stand on the land with a demand in my hand, leading the band through the burning of sand. It's the gravity, anatomy, calamity of the hustle, the vanity, insanity, and profanity of the muscle. Brooklyn DNA, track 11. The verdict is in. We don't play to lose, and we don't play to win. We play the rules. I'm sharpening the blade, erasing the shade. The testament of Brooklyn and the glory of the raid. One voice, one vision, one legacy in the making. Taking back the city while the foundation is shaping. The ledger is weighted. The seal is set. 11 tracks down, and we ain't finished yet. Yeah. I kept the concept and stepped through the precept, accept the neglect while the secrets are well kept. It's a strict dedic, a conflict to predict, inflict the convict and restrict what I depict. I'm shifting the friction, lifting addiction, gifting the non-fiction, sifting the addiction. The circumstances governed by the standard of the force, remanding the commander to the candid level source. Saw the sun rising over the scrap yard on Cherry Street, watching the winter wind trying to hustle in the bittersweet. The ledger isn't paperless, the lines on my father's face, a record of the struggle and the speed of the city's pace. I don't need to list my names, the concrete knows my stride. The DNA is etched in the places where the legends hide. From the rooftops to the basement, the story is the same, just a different set of players in a cold-blooded game.
I'm the last witness. I'm the last witness standing on the corner of the truth, documenting the decay and the fire of the urban youth. I don't hum melodies, I scream the reality of the cold, the final testimony that was destined to be told. Brooklyn DNA is the iron and the heavy ink, the missing link that forces the whole world to stop and think. The seal is set, the story is finally complete. The sound of the borough echoing down every single street.
It's the closing of the chapter and the master of the rafter, never looking at the past of the disaster that was after us. I'm building up the factor and the logic of the reactor with impact of the tractor in the middle of the sector.
Yeah, no more words needed.
Check the texture, the gesture, pressure of the vesture, a permanent testament, the ultimate investiture. 15 tracks, 15 scars, one single soul, taking the fragments and making the entirety whole. The ledger is closed, the tape is at the end of the reel. Brooklyn DNA, this is how the concrete feels. This is closing up. No more words needed. You hear that? That's the sound of the city breathing. But it's gotta collapse alone.
You hear that? That's the sound of the city breathing.
Yeah.
But it's got a collapsed lung.
Yeah. Yo, step off the G train, felt the steel in my veins, trying to steal some peace while I'm dealing with pains. The city is a pity, looking gritty and gray. I'm just sitting in the shadows till the break of the day. See the underground is wonderbound, thunder sounds heavy. Keep a steady hand ready by the edge of the levee. I ain't talking about the rain, I'm talking about the train where the money and the blood all look the same in the vein. I saw a man with a hollow look inside a hollow point of view. He was standing by the corner of the joint where the dealers used to work until the precinct made a move. Now he's looking for a rhythm that he doesn't have to prove. It's a cold world, soulful, a bolt and a screw, where the gold gets old and the vultures are new. I don't bark, I just park in the dark of the arc, leaving the mark like a spark on the bark of a shark.
Wait, shift the energy. Concrete is cold. Go. Concrete is cold, the soul is bought and sold.
Yeah. The concrete is cold, the soul is bought and sold. The story is old, but the truth is never told. I'm boasting the coasting, boasting the boasting, posting up silent while the city is toasting. Got a pocket full of nothing but a mind full of weight. Watching the clock while I'm standing at the gate. No listing the titles, no listing the fame, just listing the reasons why they forgotten your name. They say the light at the tunnel's end is nothing but a train coming fast to erase all the memory of pain. I'm the conductor of the chaos, the logic in the mess. Playing the chess with a ghost who's wearing a dress.
Nah, that's a metaphor for death.
I'm blessed by the stress. The DNA is dirty, it's the oil in the grate. The reality is heavy and I'm living in it. From the turnstiles to the penthouse, the vibe is the same. Just a different kind of player in a different kind of game.
Non-creed is cold. Non-creed is cold. Non-creed is cold. The soul is bored and sold.
I'm smashing the glass, surpassing the class, harassing the mass while I'm passing the gas. The mechanics of the panic, the satanic and organic in the middle of the Atlantic, looking frantic and gigantic. No, off the tech gear, just the Rick and ball swing in the borough of the banger and the borough of the king. Brooklyn DNA, track 10 remastered. The testament is raw and the ledger is plastered.
No more lists, just a street. See you on the platform. Concrete testament.
Kinetic conscription, poetic description, synthetic affliction, prophetic conviction, the outlaw endeavor, the southpaw forever. A raw flaw is clever to the lockjaw lever. I'm mapping the blueprint, tracking the footprint, lacking the new hint, stacking the blue tint. No listing the titles, just twisting the vitals, resisting the idols in the street level cycles.
The blade is hanging by a silver thread, counting the living and the words unsaid. In the glass guillotine, the reflection is cold. A story of power that's never been told.
Never been told. Saw the silhouette leaning on the glass of the tower, counting up the minutes of the final dark hour. The city is a circuit, I work it and jerk it, avoiding the surface and the people who murder it. The DNA's common, the heart is departing. Growing up tough in the concrete garden, we stand on the edge with the demand and the pledge, driving the spike through the industrial wedge. I'm the type to ignite the light and fight the might with all my fight in the middle of the night. I'm keeping the vision in my sight. It's a calculation, calibration, mental liberation, central station of the whole nation. Yeah, shift the gears. I walk the walk, I talk the talk, I mark the chalk, I stalk the hawk, I lock the dock, I shock the block. The gravity, anatomy, calamity of the grind, the vanity, insanity, and mastery of the mind. Brooklyn DNA, track 14, the blade is falling, the ledger is open and the shadows are calling. One track left.
14, the reflection never lies.
14. Everything is magnetism, street level fatalism, escaping the cataclysm with lyrical radicalism. It's a vivid skepticism, shattering the pessimism, maintaining the optimism through the urban prism. I'm equal to the task, ripping off the mask in the glow of the flash, where the legends are past them. Bother the ass, just perform the subtask in the shadows of the cast. Let the truth now unmask. I'm moving the proving, the grooving, the design, crossing the, tossing the, bossing the line. The geometry of Brooklyn is a calculating force. You're right in the commander to the rightful source. I remember the corner of Atlantic where the air felt old, and the stories of the borough were the only thing sold. Saw an old man with a crown made of cardboard and wire, telling tales of the city through the smoke and the fire. He didn't have a name, just a look in his eye, like he'd seen every king rise and every king die. He handed me a coin, say, keep the DNA clean. Then he vanished in the shadows of the G-Train machine. I'm the type to rearrange the exchange of the strange in the range with a gauge on the stage, never acting my age in the cage. It's a calculation, calibration, mental liberation, central station, devastation of the whole nation. I'm mapping the blueprint, tracking the footprint, lacking a new hint. Yeah. One voice, one truth. I move with the groove. I move with the groove. I move with the groove. Yeah, one voice. I move with the groove, I got nothing to prove. In the middle of the shove, it's the city I love. Now I'm sharpening the axe, igniting the wax, relaxing the tax, and erasing the lax. The climax of the syntax, the impact of the facts, mapping out the tracks in the middle of the stacks. The DNA is solid, never squalid attained. 15 different methods of protecting the name. This is the unwritten ledger, the razor thin ledger, the ultimate pleasure of the urban measure. No titles, no medals, no trophies on the shelf, just the compass of the mind and the mastery of self. Brooklyn DNA, the final cipher is complete. The testament is closed, I'm walking off the street. One voice, one voice, one voice, one voice, one voice, one voice, one legacy. I move with the groove. Yeah, one voice, one voice.